Fourth purported witness claims no knowledge of alleged Kavanaugh assault against Ford. Oh boy, it's like the narrative is falling apart in their fingers and they can't keep it together. But yeah, isn't anybody surprised by this? No, and yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I generally haven't spoke much about Kavanaugh just because I think the whole thing is just a huge shit show from the Democratic side. I don't believe he did anything. I don't believe he's guilty of anything except for, at the very most, being a teenage boy. I don't think he groped her. I don't think he was groping her at this party. And if he did, was rubbing up against her or whatever, I presume it was consensual. But at the end of the day, I have a few extra hours today because I don't have to worry about my day job because it's the weekend here. So I'm going to cover it because I haven't really spoke about this. So let's jump into it. Another person claimed by Christine Bowsey Ford to have attended a gathering decades ago during which Ford claims she was sexually assaulted by Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh has denied any recollection of having attended the party. In an email to the Senate Judiciary Committee on Saturday, Lenny Ingram Casey, I might be mispronouncing those names, a former classmate of Ford's at the Halton Arms all-girls school in Maryland, said she doesn't know Kavanaugh or remember being at the party with him. So the narrative is falling apart. Simply put, Miss Kavanaugh does not know Mr. Kavanaugh and she has no recollection of even being at the party or gathering where he was present, with or without Dr. Ford. Lawyer Howard J. Walsh III of Bethesda, MD, conveyed in an email to the committee that was obtained by Fox News. Politico reported that the email was in response to a letter from a lawyer from the GOP minority staff, which said, quote, I understand that you have been identified as an individual who was in attendance at the party that occurred, circa 1982, describing in a recent Washington Post article. In response, Ford's lawyer, Deborah Krotz, said, as Dr. Ford has said, she did not share her story publicly with anyone for years following the incident with Judge Kavanaugh. Quote, it's not surprising that Miss Cassia has no recollection of the event or evening as they did not discuss it. It's also unremarkable that Miss Cassia does not remember attending a specific gathering 30 years ago at which nothing of coincidence happened to her. Dr. Ford, of the course, will never forget this gathering because of what happened to her there, allegedly. Cassia's denial brings the four of the numbers of witnesses, including Kavanaugh, who have all said they have no memory of the party or the incident. Other denials were issued earlier this week by Mark Judge and Patrick P.J. Smith. Ford alleges that Kavanaugh assaulted her during a house party in a high school in the 1980s. Cassia is a former golf coach at Georgetown University and was formerly married to Bob Beckel, a political pundit and former Democrat operative, according to the Weekly Standard. Ford's claim have rattled Washington and stalled Kavanaugh's confirmation process, which is what I think they want. Democrats have called for a delay on his confirmation to vote for the Supreme Court pending an FBI investigation, which is something the FBI said they're not going to do, so that would be a very long wait for something that doesn't happen, which is why they're doing it. I'll get to that in a sec. Something Republicans deem unnecessary. President Trump has called on Ford to provide a police report for the assault, which she has said there is none of. You're starting to see the lack of evidence here, right? Right, let's keep going. After much back and forth, a tentative agreement was reached for Thursday hearing for Ford to discuss the alleged assault with the Judicial Committee. The Associated Press was told Kavanaugh would also appear and other terms of the agreement are still in negotiations. In a statement Saturday, White House spokeswoman Kerry Kapik said, quote, 1 week ago, Dr. Christine Ford claimed that she was assaulted at a house party attended by 4 others. Since then, all 4 of these individuals have provided statements to the Senate Judiciary Committee denying any knowledge of the incident or even having attended such a party. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, what's going on with this Kavanaugh? What is going on? What is happening? Okay, so if anybody that hasn't caught on already, let me catch you up to speed. The Democrats do not want Trump to appoint Kavanaugh because the fact that would give Trump an ally in the Supreme Court. What I believe they are planning or hoping is that they can stretch this out for another 4 weeks. They can then go through and actually get their own person appointed when they, quote, win the midterms. Now, there's a couple of problems with this. A, they have to win the midterms. B, they have to win the midterms. Look, at the end of the day, there's no clear poll that says that the Democrats are going to have this blue wave that they are hyping up. That said, obviously, I do suggest every Republican out there, if you do watch my videos, please go and vote for the midterms. It is so important because if they win, they will impeach Trump on anything. They will impeach him on excess use of paper clips if they can. So it's important every Republican go and vote. And I'm so glad that Trump has been pushing that when he goes to these marches and speeches and rallies. Apart from that, look, at the end of the day, this is their plan. They want to stall this proceeding so long till they get to the midterm. They then go through, quote, have this blue wave they think is going to materialize. Okay, if you say so. And then they can go through and deny the Supreme Court and then impeach Trump and have powers over the Supreme Court. The problem is, A, you're banking on a blue wave that B, mightn't necessarily happen, and C, you're kind of hoping that this is not going to go through and he's not going to get nominated or appointed to the Supreme Court before your November midterm elections. I think all 3 of them are wishful thinking, but regardless. So yeah, that's the thing. They're trying to stall it. This whole thing is stall tactics. And that's all it is. It's just stall, stall, stall. Just keep stalling until we get to the midterms. And then hopefully the Democrats are thinking they're going to win. They're going to be able to put in their guy. And then they're going to be able to restore the balance and blah, 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 blah. The problem is that, yeah, it's... Anyway, regardless. I don't put any weight behind this. There's something that happened 30-odd years ago. There's no witnesses to corroborate her story. The Kavanaugh, according to all reports, is a Boy Scout. According to this, he doesn't even fart wrong in the general direction. That's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. At the end of the day, yeah. And also the fact is that Feinstein had this report or this incident report where she was... Oh, I shouldn't even call it that. Was this email that she was sent regarding Kavanaugh back in July, and regardless of going through and having Kavanaugh on the stand, having him under oath, having perfect opportunities to ask him about said incident earlier than 4 weeks out from the midterms, Feinstein didn't even bother mentioning it. You know, she didn't... What, you don't bring this up beforehand? Okay, interesting. Also, the fact that this girl, this Dr. Christina Brailsford Ford, she's had 30-something years. She didn't report it to the police. The only person that claims that she ever told about it was a psychiatrist many years later. And she has ties to the Democratic Party. Oh my God, colour me shocked. Who would be surprised? But yeah, I think this is a stall tactic. And we saw this with Roy Moore. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know if Roy Moore was guilty of anything. But I tell you what, the more they call wolf on this sort of shit, the more the Democrats push this, me too, look at me, I was offended, let's stall, let's try and get this guy out by face. You are A, demoralizing every other sexual assault victim because of your bullshit. And B, at the end of the day, you are making people not want to believe anybody that does come forward. You are literally damaging the Me Too movement by claiming these quote, false accusations, and that's what I'm going to call it until I've seen proof. In my opinion, these are false. And at the end of the day, you're damaging your Me Too movement because of these false accusations, like I say, until I see proof, by going through and making the baseless claims. If this happened, if someone sexually assaulted you 36 whatever years ago, why did you not go to the police? Why did you not tell someone before 20 odd years ago? Why did you wait so long? And why is it that nobody else can back up anything that you say regarding this? Where is the proof? Oh wait, that's right, you literally have her lawyer on a news program saying, quote, that's not her job to provide evidence. Right, I get what you're saying, it's not her job, no. But she is making accusations against someone regarding something that is very, very serious. And I'll tell you now, I will be very surprised if Dr. Ford, or whatever you want to call her, goes through and swears under oath that she was sexually assaulted by Kavanaugh. Because I tell you now, if she does, and she lies, holy shit, you are going to be in a whole lot of world of hurt. You are literally lying under oath. That is against the law, and if you're trying to screw over a Supreme Court nominee because you don't like the party that he represents, so you are going to make a false accusation, like I say, until I see proof, I'm calling it that, then at the end of the day, they are going to be pissed. And that's why I reckon she has gone through, and why she has dodged, why she claims she couldn't fly to the area, to the Supreme Court, to sit down. Oh, she's scared of flying. Oh, but wait, you flew to Hawaii a few years ago. Didn't seem to have a problem. There's a lot of backpedaling that goes on every time she gets close to nominating. And it seems like all they do is turn around and say, yep, I will do it on this date. And then when it gets close, oh, I can't do it because I'm afraid of flying. Oh, I can't do it because I've got something. Insert excuse here. And I'll tell you now, I think they full well know that if they go through and they put her on the stand and she lies, they know the book is going to be thrown at her. You can call this victim blaming or whatever you want. The end of the day, until I see proof of him doing this, some sort of collaboration or something, someone to back up her allegations, we do not presume people are guilty. Okay? It's innocent until proven guilty. Now, get your proof and do that. Prove him guilty. Have someone to back up your story, back up your testimony, have some sort of evidence or something. Because otherwise, if we're going to go around and believe everybody that claims a Me Too movement, well, I tell you what, the next Democrat that runs, Me Too'd me 20 years ago. I can't prove it, but god damn it, Hillary felt me up 20 years ago or some shit. I can make up a story and we can go through and we can do this whole bullshit thing to you. But that's my rant about this. As you can tell, I'm quite passionate. Because I know your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that Brett Kavanaugh, do you believe that Brett Kavanaugh is honest and that he was innocent? Do you believe that Brett Kavanaugh did fill up this girl? He groped this girl at the party. Do you think that him groping this girl at the party is rape? I don't even know how you jumped to that logical. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, do you think she will actually testify? Do you think that she will bail out? Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this whole section. Now, apart from that, if this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.